Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that has shocked fans of Little People, Big World. This one centers around Amy Roloff, the heart of the show for many years. Fans have loved watching her grow, face challenges, and find happiness. But behind the scenes, Amy's life was recently turned upside down. We're talking about betrayal, heartbreak, financial loss, and even legal trouble. Some say her world was completely destroyed by someone she once trusted deeply. There's talk about her being forced to sell her beloved little kitchen business and even facing threats of arrest. So what really happened? Let's break it down. If you've followed Little People, Big World from the beginning, then you know Amy has been part of the show since 2006. She was married to Matt Roloff, and together they raised their 4 kids on the family farm in Oregon. Over the years, we saw the couple go through ups and downs, and eventually they divorced. After her divorce, Amy started over. She moved off the farm, found love again with Chris Marek, and even started her own cooking business, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. For fans, it felt like Amy was finally living life on her own terms. She was smiling, happy, and excited about the future. But in 2024, things started falling apart. It all began with some business problems. Amy had built up Little Kitchen from scratch. She sold baked goods, shared recipes, and created a community around food and family. But according to sources close to her, someone she trusted financially betrayed her, and it nearly ruined everything. That person? Some believe it was a former business partner, or even someone from her own family. There are rumors that she was convinced to invest a large amount of money into expanding her brand, possibly opening a physical location or launching a new product line. At first, things seemed fine. Amy was hopeful. But then, the numbers stopped adding up. Money started disappearing. Sales dropped. And Amy realized that her finances were in big trouble. It's been reported that the person in charge of managing some of her business accounts wasn't being honest. There may have been false invoices, overcharges, or even money being taken directly out of the business. Amy, who trusted this person, didn't realize what was happening until it was too late. By the time she found out, Little Kitchen was already losing money fast. And she had no choice but to sell the business, something that broke her heart. Fans were shocked when Amy suddenly announced that she was stepping back from Little Kitchen. She didn't go into detail, but she said it was time to focus on herself and her family. Many assumed it was a personal choice, but now, it seems the truth is much darker. This betrayal didn't just hurt Amy financially. It hurt her emotionally. She had put her heart into that business. It was her dream after leaving the farm, and now it was gone. But that's not even the worst part. Around the same time, Amy found herself involved in a legal issue that took things to a whole new level. According to multiple reports, Amy was nearly arrested after her business got flagged for financial discrepancies. This could include unpaid taxes, incorrect filings, or issues with product sales and licensing. Even though Amy may not have known what was happening, the law doesn't always make exceptions. If her name was on the paperwork, she was legally responsible. There was even a point when, according to some insiders, Amy received a legal warning and was told she could face arrest if she didn't fix the situation quickly. That must have been terrifying for her. Imagine working your whole life, building something from scratch, only to have it taken away, and then being told you might face jail time over someone else's mistake. Luckily, it seems that Amy took quick action. She hired legal help, sorted out the paperwork, and paid off what needed to be paid. But it cost her, not just in money, but in peace of mind. And sadly, the damage to her reputation was done. Some fans started questioning her decisions, asking why she didn't catch the problems earlier. Others defended her, saying she was clearly the victim in this situation, a woman who trusted the wrong person and paid the price. Meanwhile, her family didn't exactly rally around her. It's been said that Matt Roloff, her ex-husband, wasn't very supportive during this time. Some sources say he was focused on his new relationship and the farm and didn't offer much help when Amy was struggling. That only added to the feeling that she was completely alone during one of the hardest moments of her life. Amy has always been strong. Over the years, fans have watched her face so many challenges, from her divorce to health issues to running her own business. And even now, after losing Little Kitchen and facing legal threats, she's still pushing forward. But there's no doubt this betrayal left a mark. It destroyed the life she had worked so hard to build after leaving the farm. It forced her to give up something she loved. And it reminded her and all of us that not everyone who claims to have your back can be trusted. Today, Amy is focusing on her marriage with Chris and spending more time with her grandkids. She's also returned to social media, slowly rebuilding her image. She's been cooking again, sharing stories, and trying to stay positive. Still, fans are left wondering, who really betrayed Amy? Will she ever rebuild Little Kitchen? And how close did she really come to being arrested? It's a painful chapter in Amy's story, one she hasn't spoken much about publicly. But we hope that, in time, she'll share more of what really happened. For now, all we can do is support her and hope she continues to heal from this experience. If you've been following the show Little People, Big World, then you know that Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler have been a big part of it for a long time. But today, we've got some surprising and emotional news to share. It's official. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler have called off their engagement and are no longer together. Fans of the show were really shocked by this announcement. Many people thought Matt and Karen were going strong, especially after being together for so many years. So, what happened? Why did they split up after everything they've been through together? Let's take a look at what led up to this and how both Matt and Karen are handling things now. First, let's rewind a bit. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler have been in a relationship for several years. Karen originally worked as the manager of the Roloff family farm. That's actually how the two met and got to know each other. After Matt divorced his ex-wife Amy, he and Karen started dating. And over time, their relationship grew more serious. In 2023, Matt and Karen got engaged. It was a big moment for them, and many fans were excited to see what the future would hold. They talked about wedding plans, traveling together, and continuing their life as a couple. It really seemed like they were in it for the long haul. But now, just a little over a year later, things have changed. In a recent statement, Matt confirmed that he and Karen have decided to go their separate ways. He said that it wasn't an easy decision, and it came after a lot of serious conversations and reflection. Matt explained that even though they still care about each other deeply, they realized that their paths in life are no longer aligned. According to him, they've been growing apart in recent months. He mentioned that they've been having different goals and visions for the future. And ultimately, they felt it was better to end things now, rather than continue in a relationship that wasn't working anymore. Karen also shared her side. She said she has nothing but love and respect for Matt, but she agreed that breaking up was the right thing for both of them. She said the last few months were filled with a lot of soul-searching. And while it hurts, she feels like it's time to focus on her own personal growth and happiness. Now, some fans are wondering if the split had anything to do with the farm drama. If you watch Little People, Big World, you probably remember all the tension around the Roloff farm. There was a lot of conflict over who would take over the farm, and it caused some big issues between Matt and his kids, especially Zach. While Matt didn't directly say the farm issues caused the breakup, he did admit that all the pressure, the family drama, and the public attention put a strain on their relationship. It's not easy to keep a relationship going when there's so much happening around you all the time. Another factor might have been the wedding plans. Matt and Karen were talking about a wedding, but it seems like they couldn't agree on the details. According to sources close to them, they had different ideas about where to live, how to blend their families, and even whether or not to continue filming for the show. All of that added stress might have played a role in the decision to break up. Despite the split, both Matt and Karen say they're trying to stay on good terms. They're not angry at each other, and they don't want fans to pick sides. Instead, they're asking people to respect their privacy during this time. Matt says he's going to focus on himself, the farm, and spending time with his grandkids. He's also working on some new projects, and he's hoping to stay positive even though this has been a really tough chapter in his life. As for Karen, she says she's going to take some time off from the spotlight. She's planning to travel, spend time with her family, and take care of her mental health. She said that while it's hard to start over, she's looking forward to discovering who she is outside of the relationship. Fans have been sharing their reactions online, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of emotion. Some people are really sad about the breakup. Others say they saw it coming. And then there are fans who are just hoping both Matt and Karen find happiness, whether they're together or apart. One thing's for sure, this split marks a big change for Little People, Big World. It's not clear yet how this will affect the future of the show. Some fans are wondering if Karen will still appear in future episodes, or if she'll step away completely. And with Matt going through this big life change, there may be some shifts in the show's focus. So what happens next? Only time will tell. For now, both Matt and Karen are asking for support and understanding. They've been through a lot, both personally and in the public eye, and this breakup is another big chapter in their journey. Whether you're a longtime fan of the show or just someone who's followed their story from a distance, it's always sad to see a relationship end. But it's also a reminder that people grow and change, and sometimes part of that growth means letting go of what no longer fits. So that's the latest update on Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler. We'll keep an eye out for any new details and let you know if anything else comes up. In the meantime, let us know in the comments how you feel about the split. Were you surprised? Do you think they'll get back together someday? Or do you think this was the right decision? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on your favorite reality TV stars and celebrity news. See you in the next video.